Okay, so like you're saying, Namdi, uche, U for umbrella, C for Charlie, H for ham, E for echo is means knowledge in your power, commentary. So knowledge and power. Knowledge first. So knowledge first, I get chair three Eze, which is king first, leader. So Eze, E for echo, Z for zebra, E for echo. That's King Eze. So they are both one share one chemical state of OB. O for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for Nico. Basically, this is open science century 6 and 7 and 8. Because I'm bipolar. Because this 6, 7, 8 is like expansion zone. But because it's easy to fragment your consciousness. Because the world around you doesn't see ways of thinking, diverse ways of thinking. 'Cause I'm tripolar, really. But I'm saying I'm bipolar because I'm tripolar because of Mr. Obi, my son. So this is why I'm tripolar. But because I'm tripolar, I don't need consent or permission to do something I don't need to do. Because it doesn't have to fit in a frame. It doesn't have to. It just has to be there as it is, but I can pick it up and put it out. It doesn't matter. What? Because basically Uche is shaking right now. Uche is shaking a handshake with Obi. Uh, but Uche is using his right hand and Obi is his right hand. But the Obi is the left hand. Basically, they're facing one way. It could be like facing backwards. Left hand. But there's only one way to work. Actually, Eze King is shaking Uche's left hand. So that's a child one. So they're now doing a kind of business together because they have Mr. Obi, Namdi, but Namdi is there, feeling kind of watching them, these two kids and adult became adults, who are shaking their hands together, firmly, gripping them forever, and they're just basically. Uche right now is holding his hand firm, and then Eze is like, "Why didn't you exist, Uche?" And then Uche said, "Why didn't you exist? I don't know." So as like a holding as a child, Nami's child, Nami is a child, and the Uche chicken hand is his hand. Uche Uche's chicken on Uche's hand, and the Uche Ez's hand is at the back of his head. Why are you here and now, but you don't have me forever? I said, oh, we have chicken on it because we are in it. Uche saying, oh yes, yes, I have you now because we're was here now, but I didn't know you were here now. You're more important. You're as important as me. So Uche saying it, so it's like I'm not really shocked, and then and they have the watch and they're wearing the watch in the left hand. They're both having a shared dual time, because my watch is broken and the time is there. So, but the time is timeless. I have all the time in the world. But the watch is face backwards. Because in my palm, it's in my palm, but it's first inwards. On my wrist. It's not. Don't wear watches on the wrist. In my umbilical frame. Watch it inside out. All the watches are first inside out. But that's more sustainable for everyone. If you're watching time, you're not watching your time. If you're watching your time, you're watching the one inside into the wrist, and that's what concentration time is. So the kind of idea I'm having is because Mr. Obi Nexus Nambi, heart connections have to recognize that he's a powerful man, but with paper comes responsibility. But he doesn't care about the power because Obi is in a state. Mr. Hart is in a state of wisdom. What do I mean, Namdi? Okay, Namdi, example, if you can do anything, why don't you do everything? And everything. That's kind of a question here, but if someone's dying, why do you help them? Those kind of things are really know what I'm addressing. And we're just in the step ahead of time. For example, if Ezra doesn't know something, Uche knows something. No, if Ezra, for example, if Uche can't do something, Ezra can do it. Always remember that now. So if Uche, Mr. Knowledge, cannot do anything, cannot do something, cannot act with what he knows, Ezra can. Because Eze is the first point of contact to action. Because Eze's action is powerful, can do more things than Eze, and that's the power and duality of responsibility of consent. Because Eze doesn't need Uche's consent to do what he needs to do, based on the promos of doing the study of things. Ontology. If power is the sword, the sword, and Uche is the pen. You can't poke someone. You can poke someone to death, but you want to use the sword to do it. The sword is mightier than a pen. But if Eze wants to do something without Uche, he can do it without consent. Like writing emails, making people homeless. It doesn't really matter what he does. It notices that he does it in the right frame of things, so they can all be having a peace of mind. So literally, what I'm saying to you guys, it doesn't matter for me. What it doesn't matter when I'm in my head or not. I'm literally in the same state of mind I was there as a child because I'm looking on the floor with water, but the water to the floor like a birth water. And there's the rivers of water, and you take the water, from the floor, and you can drink the water. It's like a clean water. It's clear and clear. But it's there. In the physical and the metaphysical. My persona, Mr. Eddie, OBI is used to fragment because we don't know, we used to have a bipolar axis model. So I support a tripolar system because Mr. Obi is really there with a solution. For example, if Namdi forgets his sister, Vivian, Uche forgets his sister, Eze must remember, know his sister. Maybe from a local perspective, here's his sister's picture or something, because Eze doesn't need to know Uche to see Uche to do it. So Uche just forgets and she says, "Oh, who's this guy? Oh, that's my sister." Because how this works is like they both have to remember. So if Uche doesn't remember, Eze already knows. Eze says, "Okay," Uche doesn't say Eze. So Uche says, "Okay, Eze, I don't know. You lie now." And Eze says, "Okay, I lie, but just tell me what you want to know." So I want to know. So basically, just say, "Oh yes, I already know it." So they give so basically, Eze what already knows what Uche already doesn't. So they say, "Okay, now Eze, you know this person. Who's this person? My sister." And then it tells Eze, now Eze gives the information. That's kind of the peer-to-peer topology I want. Because there's half truth and half lie in the same equation. It's still kind of remember itself. Because NC has the power to act on something on each's behalf and vice versa. So the kind of polarity system is fragmentation. When it's allocating a space for something from future operation or like a same going a bit, they work by dimension. Actually, Ezra is powerful. Ezra can instruct people to go into war and fight because he's a warrior. Ezra, he's a king. He's the leader of Biafra. He has the land constitution to build. He has to protect his self from the kind of a system that fragments his mind. Two. And that's what Uche is there for, to command Uche to build the most necessary things, such as the food and stability infrastructure that's necessary to sustain people that are actively in war zones. So what I'm really saying here is there's no one true power, because power is sparse, and the sparse power has to be because I'm bipolar, it has to be easy to maintain for the job role via conscious function, like the actual thing needed, and that space and time. And that's the power and nature of power and duality. Because Eze is powerful with the soul. He has the biggest guns, the biggest muscles. If it's in the physical form, but he's in one form with Namdi. So Namdi, Obi Nexus Namdi share the same state with Eze, because Eze is Uche is computing over the Pi, building constitution framework, but they share the same story. Can build security models and ensure they are resolving the problem in real time as they navigate the world of bureaucracy and token of fragmented ecosystems. Um, this is a relay system. This basically means to formalize this kind of duality for chair 3B. Uche first, Eze next, or Eze first, Uche next, and then chair 3C, chair 3 corn, the stable foundation. The bulk rate for sustainable infrastructure, architecture such as food, water, stuff that can be corrupted because they share a power consensus model.